Welcome back, fellow knowledge seekers. You're watching My Comics with Frankie J, where we discuss comics night and day. This video is a tribute to those who weren't celebrated, those who was deemed underrated, those who was deemed underestimated. We talking about those black comic book artists and inkers. But before we talk about them, please hit that subscribe button and bell to receive future notifications from My Comics. And now,
Marvel Comics' first ever black comic wasn't Falcon, aka the new Captain America, or Malcolm Jones, who is the inker on The Sandman, or Alvin Hollingsworth, who is known for Bronze Man and the Blue Beetle, or even Stephen J. Hughes, who is a comic artist for the Chaos Comic Company. Even though they are great comic artists, the artist I am about to discuss is best known for his work on the Marvel Comics series Luke Cage, Hero for Hire, and the bestseller known as Jungle Action featuring Black Panther. Yes, Black Panther and Luke Cage. This underrated artist is known as the irreverent Billy Graham, the first black artist to draw both Black Panther and Luke Cage. Let me take you back. In 1969, Billy Graham became a director of Warren Publishing, becoming the first black art director in the comic industry. Then, in 1972, he left Warren Publishing and moved to Marvel Comics, where he began to work on Luke Cage. Graham loved working on Luke Cage because he was very familiar with Harlem. He even said, Luke Cage was a brother he could hang with. As Graham continued working on the title, the artwork got better and better. But then, Marvel decided to go in another direction with more superpowered villains and more white people. Marvel then assigned Graham to collaborate with his friend Don McGregor on the adventures of the Black Panther. Black Panther character hadn't really been developed since Stan Lee and Jack Kirby introduced him in 1966. In issues of Jungle Action, composed by Mr. McGregor and the artist Rich Buckler, began to expand the mythos of the Black Panther's homeland, Wakanda, and created the character of Eric Killmonger. After a handful of issues, Billy Graham became the artist. Billy was the main artist on the first major Black Panther series, said Mr. Simmons, who helped out when Mr. McGregor was designing maps of Wakanda. And it ruffled a few feathers, and there was a point where some of the editors said, "Where are the white people?" And Don, this little short Scottish white dude from Rhode Island, said, "We're in Africa. We're in his kingdom, right? Not a lot of white there." Their run on Jungle Action lasted until 1976, at which point Graham left Marvel and the radar of comic book readers.
Comics.